Anything that looks that pristine's gotta be bad news.
Go away.
Up yours.
I told you to go away.
Let me in. Edward Deegan asked me to come here.
Oh, it's you. Good. Come on in. Come on. Let's go meet the boss.
Sounds good.
Jack, the new gal is here.
One moment. I just have to...
He'll be right with us.
Oh, damn. Clearly, I'll need to adjust the mixture. Hello. Welcome to Cabot House. I'm Jack Cabot.
Pleased to meet you, Jack.
And I am very pleased to meet you. Edward finds it tiresome, but I always like to know personally everyone who works for me. Please, have a seat. How about a drink? Edward, the good bourbon, eh? Please, have a seat.
Whoever their maid service is, I want their number.
Now, before we get down to business, I have a question I like to ask all my new employees.
Is this really the time
Don't interrupt, Edward. The question is this. Do you believe there is other intelligent life in the universe?
I'm not sure there's any intelligent life in the universe. At least not on this planet.
You joke, but make a good point. Say humans perish from the Earth, as they seem intent upon doing. Say thousands of years from now, a new civilization arose. What would they know of us?
Even after thousands of years, there would be plenty left of our civilization.
There would be something left, but perhaps less than you think. The ancients built mighty works that they must have thought would stand the test of time. Yet we know next to nothing about them. In fact, most people don't know they even existed.
Jack, can I tell her what I need her to do?
I'm sorry, Edward. I just get carried away sometimes. You're sending her to look for the missing shipment.
Yeah.
Well then, I'd better leave you to it. We'll talk more about this some other time, when things are less rushed. It isn't important now. Welcome to the family.
I'm ready to get to work.
Good. That's part of the job, by the way. It's best to keep an open mind. Jack may be eccentric, but he's definitely not crazy. The job I got for you is simple. Jack owns a facility north of the city. There's an important package that went missing between there and here. I need you to track it down and bring it back to me. Any questions?
I hope you have more to go on than that.
Don't worry. I don't expect you to do the impossible. Not on your first day. You should start at Parsons State Insane Asylum. Don't let the name spook you. It's just a secure building that we're using. We think the courier got ambushed as he was leaving the place. The guards heard gunfire in the distance, but we don't know exactly what happened. Check in with Maria at Parsons. She's in charge of the security force there. She can point you in the right direction. You all set then?
Yep. I'll see you soon with the package.
Good luck. Don't get killed on your first job.
I'm ready for him. Team up with a mortuary. You see where I'm going with this, right?
Hey. Yeah? I hope you realize how much you did for us.
You got a real knack for construction.
Yes?
Hope you ain't one of them synths, here to spy on me.
Yeah?
You hear about that farm run by ghouls? Isn't that something?
Yes?
Out
Remember
here,
the last time I
you
had
gotta
clean
take things
fingernails?
one day at a time.
My back hurts, my feet hurt. Everything hurts.
Got work to do. Can't talk now.
Yeah? Yes.
If someone builds defenses like that, they're building it for a damn good reason.
That's it.
This place is off limits. You'd best move along.
Edward Deegan sent me. I'm looking for a missing package.
Oh, you're the new girl. So this package... Pretty sure we know where it is. The guys that shot Ben are holed up in the Parsons Creamery, just north of here.
That's all I needed to know.
Well then, I guess we're done. Hey, be careful. It's weird that they're still hanging around so close. Normal raiders would have grabbed the loot and bugged out by now. It's like they're scouting the place or something. I'll be glad when you clear them out.
You promised you'd share. How do I get stuck with whiny little punks like you?
I should have a battle cry.
Is that it?
Insert something Shakespearean involving death.
You promised you'd... share. How do I get stuck with whiny little punks like you?
Hey. I'll find you! There you are, you little bitch! Insert something Shakespearean. Son of a...
You promised you'd share. How do I get stuck with whiny little punks like you?
Maybe left me.
Time's up, bitch!
Hiding it. That, huh?
Wrong move, pal.
My arm! Damn it! I'm scared yet!
Get wasted! I've done this hundreds of times.
Spend the day with Roost. And then you had to ruin it.
hope you realize how much you did for us.
What we building today?
Crop's been growing pretty good lately.
Don't much... Careful, good neighbor. Place is nothing but trouble.
My back hurts, my feet hurts, everything hurts.
Hi, how are you?
Need to get back to Diamond City one of these days. Biggest town I ever saw.
Yes?
Out here, you gotta take things one day at a time.
If you work, you eat. It's as simple as that. You hear about that farm? Run by ghouls? Isn't that something?
Another day of hard work. Never changes.
you ain't been up to see Grey Garden, you should go. Whole place is run by robots.
I guess settle some other stuff.
Hey.
Yeah? What's mine is yours, pal. This partnering up, it's weird. Sometimes... I just want to...
That is not acceptable. Imogene is missing, and I want her found.
She's not missing, Mother.
Do you know where she is?
No, but that doesn't
Your
mean...
sister is missing, and I want her found. What else is Edward for, if not to keep the family safe?
I'd be happy to send someone to look for her, ma'am. It's not a...
Mother, Edward has better things to do than sending someone out to find Imogene. Again.
I insist you send someone to find Imogene.
I'm not going to have Edward drop everything just because Imogene decided to take a lover again.
Jack, how dare you speak so disrespectfully about your sister?
Whoever their maid service is, I want their number.
Imogene is out there somewhere, maybe even lying dead.
So did you find out what happened to the courier?
Care.
I'm not Imogene's babysitter. If she chooses to go off...
Just some raiders that ambushed him.
I don't like raiders operating so close to Parsons. I hope this isn't the start of something serious. What about the serum he was carrying? Did you get any of it back?
The serum was all gone.
Yeah, figures. Oh well. Here's your pay for the job. Too bad about the serum. Now, as far as what's next. Oh hell, I guess it's time you met Wilhelmina. Jack's not gonna be happy about it. Come on.
What happens to your sister?
Mother, will you let it go?
Jack, I'll take care of it. Mrs. Cabot, don't worry. I'll send someone to find Imogene.
Thank you, Edward. I can always count on you. Why can't you be as devoted as dear Edward?
You shouldn't indulge her, Edward. It just makes her more impossible to deal with next time.
Just doing my job. Speaking of which, we tracked down the last delivery from Parsons. Raiders got it all, I'm sorry to say.
Oh, that is bad news. Our supply here is dangerously low. Well, we'll just have to make it last until the next delivery.
Imogene is Jack's sister. You probably figured that out yourself. She's, a little flighty. Impulsive. From time to time, she runs off. Usually with a new boyfriend. Then I send somebody to bring her home.
Great. The sister's even crazier than Jack.
She's not crazy. She just wants the world to be a different place than it really is. I don't know where she's gone, but I can give you a place to start. She's been spending a lot of time in Good Neighbor. That's a jazz club there, the third rail. Somebody there must know something. She's not known for keeping her mouth shut.
I know the third rail. I'll ask around there.
Hancock turns a blind eye to our activities. Makes Good Neighbor a great place to lay low.
Entertainment's down the stairs.
Yes?
Huh?
Hey.
Huh? Yes?
Huh? Yes?
Yeah.
My client appreciates the work you did with his rat problem. Now, if you're buying, let's hear what you want.
Do you know Imogene Cabot?
Name rings a bell. Kind of balmy. Haven't seen her in a while, though. Try Magnolia. She likes to make friends with people. She might know more about this missing bird. Magnolia! This gal wants a word.
Excuse me, miss.
Well, what's the matter, sweetheart? Don't tell me you didn't like the song.
I loved the song. It was perfect.
Oh, well, thank you. A girl tries her best. Now, there's something special about you, isn't there? Don't tell me. Let me guess. Ah, that's it. You have that, I'm the smartest one here and I know it posture. There's something so irresistible about intelligence, don't you think? So what brings a woman like you to my part of town?
I came here for the music.
Flatterer. I think you and I are gonna get along. So it's my turn to answer questions, right? What can I do for you?
Do you know Imogene Cabot?
Imogene? Sure. I know her. I haven't seen her in a while, though. Were you a friend of hers?
She's missing, and her family's worried about her.
Well, I'm glad somebody's looking out for her. She seems like a body that could use looking after.
I just need to know where she is.
There was this preacher fella who used to come in here all the time. One of the slick ones. Always going on about remaking your life and so on. Most of the customers wouldn't give him the time of day, but Imogene, she latched on to him for some reason. I don't suppose it hurt that he was easy on the eyes. Intense. Some women find that irresistible.
Pam, would you come over here a minute?
Is there a problem, Miss Magnolia?
No, this lady here was just looking for Imogene. Do you happen to know where that preacher fella came from?
Brother Thomas?
Yes, that's right. The one Imogene was always hanging on.
Had to throw him out. Wouldn't stop bothering customers with that salvation racket. Kept going on and on about joining him at the back bay. Then he'd shove those stupid flyers in your face. Here, I kept one of them, just in case he didn't pay his bar tab.
Well, thanks, honey. You were a big help.
Anything for you, miss.
I hope Imogene's all right. I didn't much like the idea of her going off with that preacher fella.
Downstairs. Don't bother the other patrons.
Hi.
Welcome, neighbor. We're always glad to see a new face around here. Tell me something. You ever feel like this whole world is broken? Do you ever wonder why things can't be the way they were in the good old days?
I'm just looking for Imogene Cabot.
Oh, I'm sorry, but Imogene is indisposed right now. She's not seeing visitors.
What's she doing here? Is she a member of your movement?
Actually, she and I are, you know, romantically involved. Not that it's any of your business, but she and I are just having a little relationship trouble. You know how it is. She's not seeing anybody until she cools off.
I'm a friend of the family. Maybe I can talk some sense into her.
Yeah, we go way back. You know, from the party about the thing. Oh, the stories we could tell.
I said she wasn't seeing anybody, including you.
I'm going to see her, one way or another. Your choice.
So that's our play? Got it.
Wow. You went right to throwing your weight around. I thought we were friends.
I'm a friend of the family. Maybe I can talk some sense into her.
Yeah, we go way back. You know, from the party about the thing. Oh, the stories we could tell.
Look, truth is, we had a little, disagreement about her joining the movement. She got kind of violent. So I locked her in there until I could figure out what to do with her. If you're willing to take her off my hands, let me unlock the door for you, and then she's all yours. I've got to warn you, she's way stronger than she looks. It took all of us combined to even get her locked up in there.
Don't tell me. Jack sent you.
You're Jack's sister? I was expecting someone a bit younger.
You really know how to flatter a lady, don't you? Just to be clear, I'm Jack's younger sister, the baby of the family. Once I get home and get some of Jack's serum, I'll be back to my usual stunning self.
Jack has a serum that reverses aging?
It's more like it halts aging. I started taking it when I was 32, so normally that's what I look like. You'll see once I get my treatment. I was well known as one of the belles of Boston society, back when there was any.
What happens if you don't get more serum?
Oh, I don't think we need to worry about that. I've gone without a treatment much longer before with no lasting effect.
Yeah, whatever. Let's get going already.
It wasn't my idea for you to come down here poking your nose into my business.
You could be a little more grateful to the person who's rescuing you.
Oh, Thomas would have let me go eventually, but I was getting tired of waiting for him to come to his senses, so... Thank you. I was bored with Thomas anyway. He seemed so interesting at first. But after we got here, he turned out to be just another brute. He actually thought he could force me to join his absurd cult.
Your boyfriend Thomas was a real charmer.
I was done with him, and he shouldn't have locked me in here. Don't worry, I'll find my own way home. I'm not quite ready to face Mother.
Shut up.
And thank you. I really do appreciate you coming to find me. Even though I didn't actually need rescuing.
We've been making the rounds, doing the job. It's time you learn the big secret. Everyone thinks that Desdemona is the big boss. She calls the ops, gives the rah-rah speeches, but it's just an act. She does what I tell her to because the railroad, it's my show. It's been that way since I founded it.
Do you really think I'm gonna fall for this?
Fall for what? Haven't you noticed that when I say the word, Desdemona does a 180? Hey, there's an intruder! No, I vouch for him. Then welcome. Every time. It works best that way. Gives me room to maneuver. We've come a long way since the beginning. We've done a lot of good. But we're about more than that. We are the last and only line of defense between the Institute and the Commonwealth. Hell, maybe even the world.
You've lied to me at least once. This is just more of the same.
Yeah, you got me. But you're gonna hear the same sort of lies elsewhere. There's other organizations out there, and in time, I'm sure they're going to spoon-feed you their own patented form of bullshit. Ignore the verbiage and look at what they're doing, what they're asking you to do, what sort of world they'd have you build, and how they're gonna pay for it.
Strangely weak.
Thanks for the advice.
I don't know if it's your good old-fashioned pre-war values or you just won the genetic lottery, but anyone that has you in their corner has an advantage. And at the end of the day, you'll need to make a choice. Make it the right one.
This is maddening. Edward, are you there? Damn, the signal is... Edward, switch over to the Hartley modulator. Do you copy? Not now.
Switching now. How's this?
Oh, that's done it. Edward, what's going on there?
We're under attack. They're inside the building.
Inside? Can you keep them out of the basement?
I'm trying, Jack. I've never seen raiders that... For God's sake, Sammy, the doorway, right there. Sorry, things are a little busy around here right now.
Listen, if they're inside the building, you have to go to the office and shut down the elevator. You can't risk them getting to Lorenzo.
Got it. Office, elevator. You better round up whoever you can and get...
Hello? Edward? Come in. Edward! Ah! There's no signal at all. I've lost him.
What's happening, Jack? If these people are inside Parsons, if they free him...
Don't worry, I'll handle it.
I always knew it would end this way. I never should have allowed you to lock up Lorenzo in that place.
That isn't helping, Mother. And as I recall, using the serum was your idea, not mine.
So what are you going to do?
I said I'll handle it. I'm thinking.
I don't need anything right now, thank you.
What's going on?
That was Edward. He's at Parsons, the old asylum. They're under attack by raiders. It's strange. The guards have held off raiders before without any trouble. I don't know what's gone wrong this time.
Let's go.
Good. I'll explain on the way. Hold on. Weren't you all looking for Imogene? Did you find her?
Yes, I found her. She's fine.
Oh, good.
At least there's one small comfort on this terrible day.
You'll be wanting to be paid, of course. Edward usually handles these things. Caps is what you use for currency, isn't that right? Here, I hope that's the right amount. Before we go, I need you to understand something. When we get to Parsons, you need to do exactly what I tell you. Nothing more, nothing less. Is that clear?
Why is that so important?
If these intruders have gotten past Edward's men, they may have created an extraordinarily dangerous situation. I'm the only one who understands how to deal with these dangers. Is that clear enough for you?
Got it.
Good. Make sure you have whatever you'll need for a serious battle. I'll wait for you outside.
Jack, be careful. And Try not to hurt him.
I love Father at least as much as you do. But you know as well as I do that if he gets free, there will only be one option.
Don't let it come to that, please.
I'll do my best, Mother. And if Imogene finally comes home, for God's sake, don't let her leave again until I get back. Now, I really do have to go. Ready? Let's go. You should know what we're going to be dealing with. My father is confined in Parsons. For his own safety and everyone else's. He became dangerously unstable after handling an ancient artifact he found in Arabia. I've spent my life trying to figure out...
You called? How can I help?
We should go our separate ways.
I hate to break up a winning combination. All right. Come grab me if you need me.
Men seem to have given a good account of themselves. Not good enough, sadly.
Hi.
We need to get to Parsons. Okay, stick close, follow my orders, and I'm sure everything will be fine. Let's go. The door's blocked from the other side somehow. I hope Edward is all right.
I can't believe this guy worth Lefty's gotten twitchy since he's been on that dust and junk.
Wait,
listen.
Get ready.
Lefty's right about this being where that new juice is coming from. Hell yeah, it's gonna be worth it. You're mine now, rookie!
Doesn't look good. Edward! How badly are you hurt?
I'm not dead yet.
Perfect.
But I don't think I can get up.
You kept them from using the elevator?
Yeah. I sent the elevator down to the basement, like you wanted, and shut it down.
Good.
Shot quite a few of them before they decided to leave me alone in here. Haven't seen anybody for quite a while. I think. It's hard to keep track of time.
Are you sure you can't get up? I could really use your help.
Yeah, Jack. I'm pretty damn sure.
Well, then don't worry about it. Me and your friend here will have to take care of things ourselves. They've definitely reached the basement. Although I don't understand how they knew how to get past it. It doesn't matter now. We'll have to go through the abandoned part of the building. It looks like the Abremelin field is still functioning. Although several of the security doors in the basement have already been breached. We'd better hurry if we want to stop them. They seem determined to reach Lorenzo for some reason.
What exactly is going on here?
I suppose it's time you knew. You may have guessed by now that my family and I have lived for a very long time, thanks to the serum derived from my father's blood. I discovered the alterations to his blood in some of my earliest attempts to remove the artifact. I eventually isolated the anomalous compounds, which led to the serum treatment we still use.
Why can't you remove the artifact?
When Lorenzo put it on, it somehow fused itself with his nervous system. All my early attempts to remove it nearly killed him. Since then, I've confined myself to trying to understand how it works, in the hopes of neutralizing or disabling it. It's hard to overstate exactly how dangerous the artifact has made Lorenzo. In addition to being homicidally psychotic, he has also gained enhanced strength and unusual resistance to most kinds of physical damage. He also commands a kind of local telekinesis, which appears to be projected by the artifact itself. Now, we need to get to the basement before these intruders find a way to set Lorenzo free. Follow me.
Be careful, Jack. You too. I just need to rest here.
What the? Time is of the essence. Kill them quickly! What a mess. Let's hope we can find a way through. The utility elevator is on the bottom floor. Come on.
Not exactly the pushover that we were promised.
Ain't nothing.
We don't have time for this.
I'll tear you limb from there.
Let's do this, metal girl. Can't see.
Perfect.
God's sake, how many of these bastards are there?
Can't see!
Going down. Basement.
Kill everyone you see. Don't hesitate. We can't let them release Lorenzo.
Excuse me.
We need to hurry.
Time to reel him in.
Gonna need a password.
Those idiots are trying to shut down the Abremlin field. That's the only thing keeping Lorenzo from breaking out of there. We need to get in there and stop them.
Hello, Jack. It's been a long time since I've had the pleasure of a personal visit.
Father, I will stop this.
My powers have grown, Jack. The artifact still has so much to teach me. Once I am free, I will be happy to teach you too.
You know I can't let you out until I can remove the artifact. Let me see. Lucifer's balls. They've locked down all the security doors. I'll have to open them one by one from here while you work your way down the hallway. Quickly now.
That's right. You need to shut down the containment field in order to open the door.
Shit, they're breaking through the security door. Hurry it up!
I'm opening the main
That's
door.
it.
Hurry!
Just keep turning.
The
it.
Abremlin
Not
field
a
is
one.
down.
Apparently, even the simplest task was beyond my capabilities. That's it. I can feel my strength returning. I will finally be free.
One chance. It's not too late. It will take some time for him to regain his powers. We still have a chance to stop him.
Don't listen to my son. He's the crazy one. You know this. Look at what he's done to me.
I built a failsafe into the containment grid. Switch the 4 Abremelin generators to manual override, and I can flood his cell with a lethal dose of Zeta radiation.
Do the right thing. Open this door and let me out.
As soon as you set the Abremelin generators, I can end this. Yes! You set the other 3 generators, I can end this.
Everything my son has told you about me is a self-serving lie. That must be obvious now.
That's it! Don't worry, the Zeta radiation won't harm you. I'm sorry, Father. I did everything I could to avoid this. I believe I was close to finding a way to remove the artifact.
Liar! Fed upon me here forever if you'd had your way, puny worm. Do you truly think you have the power to destroy me?
Goodbye, Father. We didn't have any other choice, did we?
What would he have done if he'd gotten free?
Oh, he would have killed both of us. And then the rest of my family. And that would only have been the beginning. His crimes back when he was free. It was only because of my family's influence that he ended up here, rather than on death row. The world now, it's a world made for monsters. Nothing could have stopped him. No, I've answered my own question. We truly had no choice.
I'm sorry about Lorenzo.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Before you go, I couldn't have done this without your help. I think this is fair compensation. I won't be needing your services after this.
Saving your family has gotta be worth more than that.
You know, I was so close to understanding the artifact. Now that I can study it directly, I may be able to do something useful with it. Come back and see me at Cabot House in a week or so. All my research may not have been completely in vain.
spoke about you. Hope you ain't here for me. Need to get back to Diamond City one of these days. Biggest town I ever saw.
Farming's as honest one gets.
Should've just...
I'm sure I've got something you need.
Let's see what you have.
Let me know what you'd like.
his heel.
You. Hi.
What's up?
Oh, what do you want?
Hey.
I don't need anything right now, thank you.
Yes.
hello.
Ah, you're back. Good news. I figured out how to access the artifact's telekinesis effect. I've hooked it up to this old laser rifle. There's no way to control it without direct neural input. For better or worse, all of that was destroyed when my father died. But you still have a rather powerful directed force. Here, see what you think.
How does it work?
It uses standard energy cells for power. The artifact's internal power supply was destroyed. Otherwise, point and shoot. It doesn't kill people, but you may still be able to find some use for it. As for myself, I don't know. Maybe I'll finally travel to the southwest. My father was always convinced that there was another alien city buried somewhere in the Mojave Desert.
Don't care much for good neighbor. That place is nothing but trouble. If you ain't been up to see Great Garden, you should go. Whole place is run by robots.
Hey there.
If you need a weapon, come to the right place.
Sure. Let's take a look.
Let me know what you'd like.
I lost track of how many blisters I got.
Yeah?
let the stress of life kill you. Relax with some cans.
Diamond City Surplus. Everything you... Every piece in here is worth what I charge for it. No arguments.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Here's what we got.
We got small arms, long arms, ammunition! If you're looking to keep your load light, we can shoot the breeze about the old-fashioned pistol, or anything else you need.
Sure. Let's take a look.
Everything hand-tooled.
Win the game. Buy a swatter. The latest hairstyle.
You see that
from
big
the
blimp?
upper stand.
It's the Brotherhood of Steel. Why are they here?
The latest news from the Commonwealth. You can't stop the press.
Nat.
Ain't got nothing better to do?